Good afternoon, dear students. Welcome back to RV online class. In previous class, what we discussed? Discussed about sweet home. That is our third chapter. What we discussed in previous lesson, previous classes. In olden times, people lived in caves. They protect themselves from harsh weather, wild animals, and from their enemies. And later on, they learn how to grow the crop, and they start to live nearby the crops, and they start making the hut and live in the hut. And later on, we make the huts for living. We call it as kacha houses. There are two types of houses, kacha house and pakka houses. Kacha house is made up of what, students? Grass and dry leaves and branches of tree and bamboos. Okay. Kacha homes are not strong, not that much of strong compared to Pakka house. It will not stand with the rain or storms. Storms and rains can easily damage the Kacha house. Pakka house. What are the things we use to build the Pakka house? We use bricks, stones, cement, sand, and marbles, stones we used to build the Pakka houses. Pakka houses are strong houses. They we call it as permanent houses. They are strong house. They will withstand storms and rains. Rain and storms does not damage the Pakka houses. For example is flats, apartments and bungalows are the examples of Pakka houses. Where we see flats and apartments. We see flats and apartments commonly in cities and towns because less land available there and there is demand in cities. Bungalows are contain large area. It have a lawns and many rooms and garage include. That's called a bungalow. Next, different types of houses. That is floating house and caravans and tents. These are the different houses we seen. People travel from one place to another place. They live in houseboat through lake. Permanently, some people not stand permanently at one place. They move from place to place by a lake. They make a houseboat. Houseboat means it is a house made in a boat. We call it as houseboat. This is the houseboat. Okay. Next, houses on wheels. We learn nomads. Nomads are the persons who does not stay in one place. They move from place to place. We call them as nomads. Nomads live in caravans. Caravans means it is a home have a wheels. It is pulled by horses, bullock or vans. We use in that travel also. Then tents. Tent is used in a campus in mountains and deserts. It is made up of canvas. It is made up of canvas or a skin of animals. And also we learned in previous class many peoples who involved to build our house. Which are those people help us to build our house? They are architect, carpenter, mason and painter, electrician, plumber. These are the people who work with us to build a house. Next, you also learn what are the works of those people. And in our home, we keep it clean and neat. Okay, and we believe and we trust our family members. This much you learned in previous classes. Today, we are moved to exercise. Okay, open your reader, EVS reader, page number 20. First main is answer the following questions. Answer the following questions. First main, I will ask these questions. You try to answer for this question. Why did people live in caves in olden times? Why did people live in caves in olden times? Students, why do we live in our home? Because home protect us from harsh weather like rain, storm and heavy cold and heavy heat, and it's also protect us from our enemies and wild animals, thieves. Like in olden peoples, they live because they lived in caves to protect themselves from cold and hot weathers, rain and wild animals. Okay, answer is that because they lived in caves to protect themselves from cold and hot weathers, rain and wild animals. Okay. Second question, why did people start living a settled life? When did people start living a settled life? So answer, why did people start, when did people start living a settled life? In olden times, people lived in caves. They move from one place to another place for the searching of their food. Later on, they live in one place permanently. Which is that movement? That movement is, the answer is, the people started living a settled life when they learned about growing crops. When they learned the growing crops, they will live at one place. Third question is that why are flats are more common in cities? Students, I already told you that why are flats are more common in cities. Why? Yes, the flats are more common in cities. Why? Because the in cities where land is less and demand for houses is more. That's why flats are most demand in cities. Next. Fourth question. Name the materials that are used to construct a house. Name the material that are used to construct a house. Which material we use to construct our home? It is bricks, stones, iron, wood and cement, etc. These things we use to build our house. Next, fifth question is that list 3 advantages of living in a Pakka house. What are the advantages of Pakka houses? Living in Pakka houses. What are the advantages? First one is that Pakka houses are very strong. Okay, Pakka houses are very strong. Second one is Pakka house can withstand storm or rain. Next, third one is storm or rain cannot damage them easily. Pakka houses are not damaged. It will stand with the storm and rain. I will write the answers here. First question answer. Why did people live in caves in olden times? Because they lived in caves to protect themselves from cold and hot weather. Cold and hot weather, rain, wild animals. This is the answer of first question. Next, second question. When did people start living a settled life? Answer is that the people started living a settled life when they learned about growing crops. This is the answer for second question. Next, we move to the third one. Third one is, why are flats more common in cities? Third question answer is, in cities where land is less and demand for houses is more. Next, fourth one. Name the materials that are used to construct a house. Answer is bricks, stones, iron, wood, cement, etc. These are the materials we use to build a house. Next, fifth one. List three advantages of living in a Pakka houses. What are the advantages of Pakka houses? That is, first one, we should write three advantages. First one is Pakka house. Pakka houses are very strong. Very strong. Second advantage is that Pakka house can withstand storm or rain. Storm or rain. Third one is storm or rain cannot damage them easily. These are the advantages of Pakka houses. Next, we move to the second main. Page number 21. Match the following. Match the following. Match the following. Second main is that match the following. It's very easy. Column A and column B, they are given. We should match the houses in column A. Column A and column B. They are given like this. First one is that in olden times, people lived in Second, many villages have Third one, nomads live in. Nomads live in. Fourth one, very big houses are called Next, fifth one, tents are mostly used in. Tents are mostly used in. The matches are given that first A is there, first A1 carbons, B bungalows, C1 caves, C camps, E structure houses. Okay, these matches are given in column B. We should match the answers of the column A to column B. First is that in olden times people lived in. Where do the olden times people lived in? They lived in caravans? No. Tell me students, where do they live? They live in caves. The answer is C1. So we should match the first one to the C1. In olden times, people lived in caves, isn't it? Next one. Many villages have. Many villages have. Think students, many villages have. Villages, how many? Sir. Which type of houses villages have? Bungalows are we seen in cities. Camps? No. It is Pakka houses. We seen huts in villages. No. Hut is the example of Pakka houses. So second one answer is E. We should match the second one to E. That is Kacha houses. Third one, nomads live in. Do you remember what do you mean by nomads? Nomads are the persons who cannot live permanently at one place. They move from one place to another place. So that's why they live in permanent house. No, they live in caravans. This home have a wheels. So nomads move with the help of caravans. Caravans are pulled by horses and bullocks or vans. So nomads live in caravans. Next, fourth one is very big houses are called. What we call big houses? Flats also and apartment also big house. It is small area. But very big houses are called bungalows. We call it as bungalows. So fourth answer is bungalows. We should match this fourth one to bungalows. Bungalows is a big house. It contains lawns and garage. It have a large area. We call it as bungalows. Next, tents are mostly used in. Tents are mostly used in. Where we use the tents? Tents are mostly used in camps, in mountains and desert. Answer is given here. Camps. It is the right answer for fifth one. Tents are mostly used in campus. Students, do you understand these things? In first main question answer and second is the match the following. Students, do homework. I will send you in the WhatsApp group. Complete the homework and you should remember these today lesson. Okay. Hope you understood today's session. Thank you.